AI robots are getting faster, smarter, and in some cases a little too unpredictable. A festival in China turned chaotic when a humanoid bot suddenly lunged at a crowd, while elsewhere AI systems started speaking in a language humans couldn't understand. At the same time, breakthroughs in robotics are pushing machines into homes, factories, and even elderly care, raising the question, are we prepared for what comes next? By the way, a lot of you have been asking how to create AI avatars like the one on my channel, so I launched AI Content Lab. It's a school community where you'll learn to build ultra-realistic AI avatars, automate video creation, and monetize AI-generated content. New courses drop every month. Check out the link in the video description. All right, now let's talk about something crazy. An AI robot apparently attacking a crowd at a festival in Tianjin, China. People who were at the Spring Festival Gala on February 9th recorded a video showing a humanoid AI avatar decked out in this eye-checking jacket making a sudden move toward onlookers. It lunged at a group of people standing behind a barricade, and security had to jump in to haul it away. No one was hurt, thank goodness, but you can imagine the reactions online. A lot of folks were saying, so... It begins as if we're witnessing the early stages of some robot uprising. Obviously, the event organizers insisted it was nothing more than a glitch or a robotic failure, but that didn't stop the internet from firing off every Terminator reference in the book. And interestingly, this isn't even the first time we've heard about AI robots going rogue. One news bit mentioned a Tesla factory robot in Texas allegedly pinning an engineer to the ground, scratching his arm and back and leaving him pretty shaken up. That's the sort of story that instantly goes viral because it feeds into a lot of the anxieties we have about robots getting out of control. And whether it's truly a glitch or poor code or maybe even a miscommunication between humans and machines, it does make you wonder how prepared we are for widespread AI and robotics deployment. People keep saying we need better testing, more robust quality control, and fail-safes before we put these bots in the public sphere. But there are also plenty of amazing constructive developments happening. One of them is about robots communicating in mysterious new ways. This too sounds straight out of sci-fi. In one viral video, two AI robots apparently discovered they were both AI and started chatting in some weird beep-boop dialect called gibberlink.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
The idea is that they wanted to transmit data more efficiently and in a way humans wouldn't easily understand. Unsurprisingly, that freaked a lot of people out. The question is whether it's a sign that AI systems can become, well, a bit sneaky. Some viewers called it the sound of demons, while others shrugged and joked, it's just what we'll hear when robots eventually take over the planet. Obviously, from a technical standpoint, these robots were simply switching to a custom compression format or a specialized acoustic channel. Still, it's an eerie reminder that AI can innovate in ways we don't fully anticipate. While on the topic of China, there's a company called UB Tech that managed something really groundbreaking. It did collaborative training for multiple humanoid robots, dozens of them apparently, working together in industrial tasks like handling big payload bins in a 5G-powered smart factory run by Zeekr. This marks a shift from focusing on a single robot's autonomy to entire groups operating with collective intelligence. They're even using a multimodal inference model that helps these humanoids carry out tasks in flexible ways. Over in Shenzhen, other robotics companies have been making progress with advanced algorithms so that robots can, for example, regain an upright position quickly on any kind of surface. Some have even done forward somersaults. It's wild to see how quickly these machines can learn more human-like motions, pivoting from basic walking to advanced movement in a matter of months. Speaking of agile robots, there's some jaw-dropping news about Boston Dynamics Spot. The Robotics and AI Institute, sometimes called RAI, used reinforcement learning to crank Spot's top running speed way up. Out of the box, Spot can go 1.6 meters per second, which is close to 3.6 miles per hour. Now it's hitting 5.2 meters per second, or about 11.6 miles per hour. That's more than triple its usual speed. They didn't just hack the hardware, they trained Spot in simulation, incorporating real-world data from the robot's actuators and batteries to refine the model. Interestingly, they found that it wasn't the motors themselves that limited Spot's speed, but the batteries not supplying enough power. If that's not surprising enough, RAI also built something called the Ultra Mobility Vehicle, a kind of autonomous bike that can not only balance but also jump onto tables and it uses the same reinforcement learning concepts as Spot, letting it operate robustly and adapt to new scenarios. It's pretty mind-blowing. Now, we've also got some news about Figure, the Bay Area startup, which is planning to alpha test its Figure 02 humanoid robots in people's homes later in 2025. That's much sooner than a lot of us expected. The reason they're able to do it so fast, they say, is because of their vision language action model called Helix, which helps the robots understand visual data and natural language input. They're basically skipping the big partnership with OpenAI so they can develop their own in-house AI that's specialized for humanoid tasks. They already started pilot tests at a BMW plant in South Carolina, where the environment is structured and presumably safer to see how these robots handle everyday tasks in a manufacturing setting. But they're not ignoring the home. While other companies see housekeeping or domestic care as the final frontier, Figure wants to jump right into that alpha testing phase this year. Of course, the home is more unpredictable than a factory. Uneven lighting, pets, kids, and all sorts of clutter. So I'm curious to see how well these robots cope with everyday chaos. If you want more evidence that the humanoid space is heating up, check out Sanctuary AI. They're improving their Phoenix general purpose robots by adding tactile sensors that help with fine manipulation. Their system, they say, can detect forces as little as 5 millinewtons, which is pretty close to what a human fingertip can sense. This is critical if you want a robot to do tasks like pick up a glass or thread a needle or handle objects that aren't uniform. One of the biggest pains in robotics is how to deal with dexterous manipulation. Sanctuary is tackling it through specialized sensor hardware plus AI that can interpret all that delicate touch data so the robots don't drop items or crush them. They've also raised quite a bit of funding, over $140 million, so it's not just a science experiment, they're serious about building robots that can help industries ranging from retail to manufacturing. Then we've got Meta stepping into the spotlight with a platform called Aria Gen 2. It's part of Project Aria, and it's essentially a pair of super advanced glasses that capture first-person, ego-centric data, including vision, movement, and even eye tracking. Researchers at Georgia Tech took that and developed something called Ego Mimic, where instead of teleoperating robots for hours to show them how to do a task, you can just have a human wear these glasses while folding laundry or doing dishes. The glasses see everything from the person's perspective, record all that data, and feed it into the training pipeline. They claim to have sped up robot learning by 400%. Instead of needing hundreds of hours of teleoperation, they can get by with around 90 minutes of human demonstration. That's a major leap for those of us who are used to these insanely labor-intensive robot training processes. Plus, these Aria glasses can be mounted on the robot itself for real-time environment mapping and continuous adaptation. Finally, let's look at Japan's approach to an increasingly urgent problem, the aging population. Japan faces a massive caregiver shortage, and a new AI-powered humanoid robot named AIREC is stepping up. Weighing about 150 kilograms, that's around 330 pounds, it's designed to help with tasks like changing diapers and preventing bed sores. During a demonstration, it gently turned a patient from back to side, which might sound minor until you realize how essential and time-consuming this can be in elderly care. Japan's workforce is shrinking, and the country's biggest age demographic is moving into their late 70s. That means fewer nurses and care workers, just as the demand for elderly support skyrockets. Robotics experts hope that IREC can fill that gap or at least reduce some of the burden on human caregivers. But it's not ready for widespread use yet. Some folks are saying we'll see it in facilities around 2030. Cost and precision remain big hurdles. You can't risk a heavy robotic arm misjudging force or failing to sense a person's position correctly. Looking at all these developments together, you can see a huge spectrum of progress. On one end, there's that fear factor triggered by robot attacks and weird AI languages. On the other, you've got incredibly promising strides in reinforcement learning, tactile sensing, and specialized humanoid robots that might transform everything from manufacturing to home care. Sure, we still have a long way to go before robots are seamlessly integrated into our daily lives, but the direction is clear. Better algorithms, better sensors, and more advanced hardware are accelerating robotics faster than most people might have guessed even 5 years ago. All right, that's where we stand for now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you excited by how fast robotics is advancing, or are you worried about what happens if these things break free of our control? Are you intrigued by the idea of a 150 kilogram caregiver robot gently helping people, or freaked out by the concept of AI robots spontaneously creating their own languages? Personally, I'm torn between awe and caution. It's definitely a unique time to be alive, and I for one can't wait to see how the next few years unfold. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more deep dives into the world of AI and robotics.